Eva here, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this surprise Sims 4 speed build that is coming out on a Friday rather than a Wednesday. But you know how yesterday the brand new Sims 4 Cottage Living Expansion Pack came out and I was so excited about it and I was so in the mood to build a cottage with it that I just couldn't help but try and build something for you guys as soon as possible. And that's exactly what I did. So I decided to build a very cute and cozy cottage, you know, a very British inspired cottage, obviously, because Henford-on-Bagley, which is the world of the new Cottage Living Expansion, is inspired by the Cotswolds in England. It's so beautiful there. I've been and it's absolutely stunning. And all of the cottages there are literally just like the style of this pack. Quickly, before we get into this new pack and everything, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you guys for 10,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I still don't think it's real. In my head, I still think like I haven't hit 10k. 10,000 is such a big number and such a huge milestone. And I'm so grateful that so many of you decided that they want to see more of my content and more of my builds. And it just means honestly the world to me to have such amazing people support me and my channel. And yeah, I just want to say I love you all. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's enough of the soppy business. I've not done a cottage or a cute build or a cluttered build in ages. In general, I just don't like clutter as much, but with these kind of cottages, I think it looks so cute and it was so much fun to actually have a little bit of change again and actually clutter everything fully up. So yeah, this cottage is not modern at all, so don't expect any modern interior or exterior in this build. This is full-on Henford-on-Bagley cottage lifestyle. Cottagecore galore, genuinely. The interior is very cottagey and the exterior obviously as well. I'm so happy with the exterior because when I first started building it, it was rather simple because the house shape is just literally just a square and another square, and at first I was like, oh no, this is gonna look horrendous. But I think all the little details, the landscaping, all the little clutter and bits and bobs make it come to life. I mean, I hope you agree and I hope you like this build. If you enjoy this video and if you're a fan of this build, then please leave a like down below and also subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. And obviously, because this is a brand new pack, I didn't really use the tool mod too much because I didn't want to or need to create any new items. I just used mostly the new ones. And I also combined it a lot with Laundry Day and the country kitchen kit that I've never ever used in my life. But yeah, I've used it for the first time in this build. I think it fit really well. But those packs really worked well in combination with this because they're very rustic and very like cutesy and cottagey. Some of my favorite items in this pack are the wisteria and the ivy that we get. So we get actual wall decoration ivy as well as wisteria, and I think it's just perfect. I mean, British cottages are covered in wisteria a lot of the time and it just looks so beautiful and so romantic and so cute, and I really love the look of wisteria. I absolutely went wild. There is a couple more in the debug section, so yeah, there's a lot of options and I definitely went crazy on it. The entire house is basically covered in ivy and wisteria and I'm here for it. Honestly, I'm so loving it and I'm actually really happy with how this exterior turned out. I didn't expect it to look like decent because I was like, I'm really out of my element. I don't usually do these cottage builds. I'm more of a modern gal, you know, so I was really out of my element. But then when I was building it, I was really loving it. So some general facts about this cottage. It is located on a 30 by 20 next to the waterfall in Henford-on-Bagley, which is such a beautiful world. And this lot specifically has just blown me away. I mean, the lighting on every single lot is stunning, which is a big plus for builders. And yeah, this house is a 2-bed 1-bath. So we have a kids room and a main bedroom and 1 bathroom that they share. I really don't like this kind of boxy layout of a house. I know it's more realistic to have like a closed concept house in Britain, especially. It's a very small house, so it just felt really cramped and I didn't really fancy that at all. So the living room and dining room and then the kitchen are just like flowing into one another. But for the rest, I kept it quite separated. And I also created a little mud room that I find really cute for, like, you know, when the Sims come home dirty from the gardening and from cleaning the chicken coop and all sorts, they just drop off their boots there. Those mud rooms are definitely very, very common in British homes, and I do get why, because it does rain a lot here. There's a lot of debug items, and I delved into the debug menu and had a look around. There's so many cute things for the exterior. Absolutely mind blown. I used some fairy lights that come with this pack. They are stunning, and I love fairy lights. You probably know this if you've watched my videos. I am obsessed with fairy lights, and these are like hanging from a tree. They're quite long and everything, so I implemented those on the terrace outside. It's absolutely perfect for this type of build. There's even fairy lights that like wrap around a tree, which I used. Absolutely beautiful. And there's so many like farm inspired decorations, like there's a tractor, there's Land Rovers, there's lots of plants, there's lots of stuff that you can use for the exterior that are just absolutely stunning. And I literally covered every single bit of this lot in something from the new pack. There's also another kind of terrace on the right side of the house, which is kind of like a cozy outdoor chill area underneath the tree with some beautiful lights and maybe for some gardening and stuff like that. And then we have obviously the chicken coop, which is super exciting. I added a little chicken coop on the side. I didn't want to make it a like full-blown farm, which is why I left out the gardening patches as well as the cows and llamas, just because they take up so much space, and this lot was only a 30 by 20, I believe, so there's not too much room, and I didn't want it to seem like overloaded with items. So yeah, we just went for a chicken coop. You know, we all got to start somewhere with our farming career. And there is also a pond, which is so exciting, and it's not part of the Cottage Living pack. It actually came in an update on Tuesday, I believe, with the base game. So the new pond feature is actually in the base game. It's really, really simple to use. Basically, you just use the terrain tool to kind of create a hole wherever you want, and then you fill it up with water, and that's it. And then you can add so many different things to it. There's like ducks, there's frogs, there's turtles, there's some fireflies, stuff like that. So you can fully customize the pond, and there's new grass and new stuff that you can use as kind of greenery around there. I am absolutely loving the new pond tool, and thank God for not having to use the bloody pool trick anymore. That was such a pain. I'm just really glad they finally brought this pond tool in. It gives me hope that we get more cool features in the future. Unfortunately, I think the speed build is coming to an end soon, but of course you've got the whole tour of the entire build coming up, so I really hope you enjoy that. And like I said, do leave a like and also subscribe if you haven't already, and I can't wait to see you next week with another Cottage Living speed build. How exciting. I'll see you then. Bye.